graduate. 100 years ago, Albert Einstein published his general theory of relativity. At the time, he lived in a world where the physical principles of space and time were just being discovered. A time where the world's mentality was just opening up to ideas such as women's suffrage, a system of welfare, and free public education. And despite greed from a Gilded Age, bigotry from a clan, and 2 wars starting from fear itself, it was those who dared to match these bitter dissatisfactions with their own visions. Visions that carved a path which fortunately further enlightened humanity. A century later, our world today has exposed yet another series of paths for us to choose from. Are we going to continue fighting for social equality for all races, genders, and sexualities? Are we going to be able to restore our democracy from political stalemate to ensure long-lasting freedom and a greater sense of unity? Are we going to be able to redistribute our agricultural system so that those 800 million who are starving every day can get a fair chance in life? And will we ever be so determined to learn how to live sustainably, especially when that means prioritizing our Earth over our economy? Now, these questions certainly scare me, but I have good news. The answers to these questions do not require an understanding of Einstein's general theory of relativity, for that matter. But rather, the answers to these questions will come from the value of our characters and the perseverance in our hearts. For some of us, we can be completely satisfied with doing the bare minimum that it takes to get by. But I don't think that's what humanity has ever meant to be. For Einstein, he had learned early on the value of not giving up. That hard work was more about taking the risk to fail than going home with a prize. And what really set him apart, that more than his intelligence alone, was his grit to redefine not just our world, but our universe. Now, Hamilton, class of 2014, our lives cannot peak now, senior year. Our work is far from over, and our strength to choose the right direction for the generations ahead will not just come from the talents or toil of a few individuals, but will arise from the collective attitude that we are willing to put out into the world. But I am hopeful that we will succeed, because look around you. Look who is sitting by your side, behind you, and in the rows ahead. Look at all the cultures, sexualities, religions, personalities, and experiences that make up who we are. Our friendships, our stories, our heartbreaks, and our smiles should mean more than anything else. We are larger than just 594 high school graduates. We are the individuals who risk leaving our comfort zones to appreciate others so different from ourselves, who wake up early to commute from far away just because we are committed to better learning. And we are the young adults who have dedicated hours to taking care of little siblings, who have supported parents that have fallen ill, and have just been there for friends in need. Einstein once said, "We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used to create them." We are at a time where our ethics need to be different. And it will be your voices, your actions, your efforts that will make that difference. So challenge yourself, class of 2014. When it gets tougher and the work gets harder, take it on. When you are given the opportunity to lead people to a better place, take it on. When you are faced with risking your own assets for the benefit of those in need, take it on. And when someone tells you that you can't, prove them wrong and take it on. or even failing, if you are given the chance to manifest a path that will help the world be more accepting and breathe cleaner air and feed more children and better educate the next generation's youth to leave humanity in a better place than we found it, take it on. Thank you. Congratulations.